Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Tech Tip. My name is Hannah from Struxoft Solutions, and today we're going to talk about how to personalize Bimasf Schedule Labels. I've already pre-created this panel just using a regular LGS out-of-the-box template, and now we're going to start. You'll notice when I click on this member here, these are the options that we have under Properties. We have the Bimasf ID, container, description, label, Bimasf data. We're going to add an extra Bimasf schedule label row here. I have this member selected here. I'm going to go to MWF Pro Suite. I'm going to select from Output Options, Add Member Distribution. So this window is going to appear. We have two options. We have distribution type A and distribution type B. So what this says is, this is what it's going to do. It's going to find and label identical members and subassemblies within a single panel. It's going to give it the same value. So it's going to look for identical members and going to give these members the same value. For individual members, the label is stored in the schedule label parameter. So it's going to show up here. It's going to be an extra parameter. I'm not going to be covering the type B for today. I'm just going to choose type A, and I'm going to click on OK. You'll notice here that we have added this extra row here that says BIMSF Schedule Label, and right now the default says C0. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to be creating some shop drawings. I've just created a default shop drawing, and I'm going to double click here. If I go to miscellaneous settings, I'm just going to make sure that I have selected distribution strategy type A, which is what we had just selected before. I'm going to click on OK. I'm not going to make any changes to the shop drawing settings here. I'm just going to close. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a shop drawing. So now I go to shop drawing after selecting a member. I'm going to use the default MWF shop drawing and click on OK. You'll notice that we have a new sheet that you can see here under Sheets. Let me just move this a little bit. So this is what the sheet is going to look like. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. I'm going to zoom in here. We're going to add an extra Bimasf schedule label row here. Just going to click on the Revit schedule, and I'm going to click on Fields, and I'm going to be adding the Bimasf schedule label. I'm going to bring this to the top. And I'm going to bring the label here. Next. And I'm going to click on OK. If we go back to the sheet, we'll notice that this has been updated accordingly. So what we want to do for today is we want to customize the naming convention here for the Bimasf schedule label. To do this, we have to go to a certain location and access a certain TXT file. I have already saved the location here on a notepad, so I'm just going to show you where you can access this file. This file is called tagmapping.txt. You will find it in this location. I'm just going to copy this from my notepad, and I'm going to find this in my computer. So you will find this located here. And this is the file that we are talking about. I'm just going to double click and open this file. So you can't make changes to these guys here. These cannot be changed, but you can make changes to this entry right here. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right here, I'm going to write something here. I'm going to write column. And here I'm going to write, and here I'm going to change this to bottom, just as an example. So this is the top track, this is the bottom track. And I'm gonna actually click on save. If I go back to the 3D view and I select this member, you'll notice that this member has this particular description and this particular label. You cannot change these, but what you can do is you can change the schedule label. So if I actually click on regenerate and I select the member again, right now I don't have the BIMSF schedule label appearing. So what I have to do is go to output again, and then I would add member distribution again. And I'm going to pick the type A. So you'll notice that this changed. This naming convention has changed the way I have specified. So right now it's column 0. And if I go back to the sheet view, you'll notice that these items have changed according to the changes that I have made. I'm just going to open the .txt file again. You'll notice here that I had inserted column, and here you'll notice that this says column. Here where it says top, and here where it says bottom, these have been changed accordingly. And that's it for today's tech tip. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.